So I am so pumped for this. I know so many people have just been asking how to sign distributors, and especially with all these amazing deals, trying to go for promotions and stuff. Like, I just want to make sure that I can touch over this for everyone. And I know Dani and I actually did a Zoom, I guess what, like last Thursday? Yeah, I think it was last Thursday, where we were talking about like a different way, I guess, to help people sign up. So we're just going to go over all of the basics of getting people started, basically our biggest tips, and then we're just going to be sharing a bunch of stuff with you guys. So if you don't have a pen and paper, please go ahead and get one of those out, or just your notes of your phone. But yeah, so Dani, I just want to go ahead and start with just you telling us a little bit of your story. Obviously, we all know who you are, but just for those who don't, I just want to have you share that, if I can speak.
Okay. Yes. Hello, I'm Dani. I recognize most of you on here, but I don't know a few of you. So if you don't know me, I am a double diamond with the company. I am 20 years old, and I've been in this business for almost 2 years. It's coming really fast, up to 2 years. I joined for like $200-300 and just to like pay for like my Invisalign and phone bills and just like extra groceries and stuff, because I just moved into my apartment, and I quickly realized that it could provide a heck of a lot more than just $200 for me. So I just hit the ground running. Fast forward a year and a half later, I just recently moved to Arizona from Ohio, right after I turned 20. I pay all my bills with this. I am saving for my dream car. I'm working on Triple Diamond and going debt free this year, and it's just provided so much for me: friendships, freedom, fun, all the things. Like, I've grown so much as a person since I started this.
Literally, like, you guys, this girl I don't remember exactly how we got connected, but I just know, I think, it was on Instagram, that's all I know. But one of us reached out to the other one. It was basically just like, what are you doing? And she was actually with another company before she joined It Works, which I think is like also super cool. Just because I know with myself, I was with another company before I joined It Works as well. So kind of having, I don't want to call it background knowledge, but I had taken the leap before, so you get that feeling. So it was just cool to have have another person on my team that had also been involved in another company as well, because you do have some type of background knowledge with that as well. But like she said, she's going triple this month. I'm seriously so excited. But yeah, so I freaking love her. Trying to think. Okay, so how this is going to work is just like for everyone else, because I kind of like to know like what I'm about to get into, which is how my head works. So we're just going to kind of be like going to kind of go off of each other and like share some of our tips, and then I'm going to have specific things I'm going to share, and then vice versa to her. So Dani, if you can go ahead and just talk about posting, and just we're going to kind of go from there, but we'll just start with posting to begin with.
Okay. Yeah. So basically, when you get started, like, I don't know who's on like freshly new on here or not, but if you don't post consistently, now's the time to start. Because posting, I can 100% say that me starting the business and just like posting right away and just like being really active on my newsfeed and on my Facebook and stuff, just like talking about the business and being excited, is what has helped me so much with my success. So the main thing, like, I feel like everyone says this on Zooms, but consistency. If you take anything from this, consistency on posting and just sharing your story and sharing what you do is so crucial, because we're in a social media network marketing business, and you can say that like you're in the business, post one time about it, and then people are going to forget what you're doing. You have to like constantly be in people's faces, I guess, but like in a way that's like inspiring, and like you're, like I said, so excited about what you're doing and what you have your hands on. If you're brand new, my biggest tip is talk about where you're going to be going. So first, when you get started, write down 10 goals that you have. I have this dream board back here. I recommend making one of those too, but just jot down goals that you have for your life. Like, dream outside of your comfort zone. There's things on that dream board that I still am like, how the heck is that even going to happen? But I know with this business, it's going to happen. So I talk about those things that I've been going for. One of the things I started for was my Invisalign, and like taking over my phone bill. And immediately I started talking about that. And I started saying like, I got vulnerable on one of my posts and said I didn't like my teeth and it's been an insecurity of mine. And through this business, I'm going to be able to get my Invisalign and pay for that every month because of this. And come January, I joined in July, and 6 months later, I was paying for my Invisalign. And every single month, it comes right out of my bank account. I don't even have to think about it. And I forget about the payment, and it's almost like a $200 payment. And I don't have to stress about that because of this business. So talk about the things that you want to do. And then if you are a little bit into the business, like a couple months, just talk about the small things. So like groceries, gas, make sure you put the income disclosure statement on all your posts with anything to do with, like, you can't say income like specifically, but if you're saying like, oh my gosh, this business just paid for my groceries or my gas, put that statement on there and just be super loud about what you're doing. Like, people have to trust you and like know that you're serious about it, because so many people do join this and like fade off or join post once and then they never say anything about it again. You have to be that person that is constantly like, hey, oh my God, I'm so excited about this business. Like, this is what it's done for me. This is what it's going to do for me, and speak it into existence, because people are going to start to build trust in you, especially if you say you're going to do something and then you do it, then they're going to be like, okay, like now I believe her and I want to join her team because I just saw her accomplish a goal that she shouted out that she was going to accomplish.
Yes, like they're literally everything I can't even talk. Everything she just said was perfect. So I also meant to ask you guys before this, I want you guys to drop in the comments what, or like the amount of DTs you have signed this month, and then also what your goal is, just because like you need to be shouting out this goal. And like I set a goal for myself every single month, 15 distributors. Some of you guys probably think I'm crazy, and I think I need to up it. So it's just like you have to set your goal high. I cannot talk. So, but yeah, so I want you guys to drop your goals in here. Also, because I feel like once you see that number, it just really starts like put that in your head. And also you guys, like I want you to think. So for example, Jennifer said she wants 10. That's the first number I saw. You guys can get $150 for each distributor you enroll. Okay. For each person. That is literally, oh my gosh, like it's my goal to pay 100% of my bills in fast start bonuses. I've been able to pay I think every bill but 100% of my rent this month. After we got paid our fast starts this week, I've made over $2,000 this month just in fast starts, you guys. Just in fast starts. That's outside of my income my income disclosure is what I was thinking to say next. That's outside of my monthly paycheck. Insert income disclosure here. But you guys, like, it's crazy. So like if Jennifer was saying she wants to sign 10 distributors, that's $1,500 just in bonuses. Like, that's freaking crazy. And like it's just insane how quick or easy it is to make money in this business. Because I mean, fast starts are life, you guys. Like, I make it a goal to at least get one, which for me, one is $100, so I guess two. But so two every single week, and I don't think there's a week in 2020 that I haven't received at least $100 every single week. Just because like it's just like easy money, honestly. So had to go off of that for a second. But what I also have on here, talking about the income disclosure statement. So just so I don't forget, I want to go ahead and touch on that. So basically, you guys, like, I know it's tedious. I understand. I have been in this business for over 2.5 years now. I understand it's tedious, but at the same time, like we have to do this just to make sure that we're like being safe. Because like honestly, you guys, like I don't mean to just like totally flip a 180 on this. If we don't follow the rules, like they're gonna like shut people, like they're gonna shut it down, and I don't want that to happen. I don't want that to happen to either of you or any of you guys. So post the income disclosure statement. It's not hard. You can make them cute. Please post it to where you can see the actual disclosure at the very bottom where it has all of the words. And it also has to be clear. I know, again, it's tedious. Obviously, if it uploads and it's a little blurry, that's not your fault, and I understand that. You can use over. You can make it on a transparent background and paste it on top of like your story setting or your story things. Like I went to the grocery store the other day, took a boomerang, posted the income disclosure statement on it, and I said, thanks, it works. That's all I need to say. Because you know why? The people that have been watching me, they know it just paid my groceries. Like they know it's been paying for this stuff over and over and over again. So just wanted to touch on that. And also just on the safe side, post it, or if any single post you mention business opportunity, anything, just post it. If you're posting like, for example, so thankful today's Mother's Day, you don't have to post it with that. Like, we're not telling you to like put it on every single picture, but I just want you guys to understand like what we mean and like the seriousness of it, I guess. And the next thing I want to talk about was, oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I just wanted to show people what I've been doing. So, like she said, like you don't have to post on, if I haven't been posting on things that are inspiring, that can just be like general, like inspirational, like do your thing, like change your life type thing. But if I directly mention the business, like today I mentioned at the bottom, like, I get this is crazy and out of the normal for you, paying all my bills, working on going debt free, moving across the country. So I talk about things the business did for me, and I have my picture, and then I made this on over. So it's like, it's not like, I don't know, it looks like way cuter and professional, I guess. And all you have to do is put your picture that you're going to post on over. There's a edit where you can like blur your actual picture. So it blurs the background, and then I put the income disclosure over it. And then I just like put a shadow so it kind of looks like it's like has like depth and stuff, but it's super simple. And I feel like it doesn't really look that bad. Like at first I'm like, oh my God, this is going to be so annoying to put on these posts. But like the chances of people scrolling and even like really paying attention to it are slim. So super easy.
Exactly. Like, we just have to post it to make sure we're following the rules. So it starts with us, you guys, because I know like a bunch of people, like also going off of that, if you're posting before and after pictures, they have to be corporate approved. And I know there are people that are not posting corporate approved photos. I don't care. If they're on my team or on this team, we can figure it out. But if they're not posting corporate approved pictures, that's not okay. So no, like for all of you guys, the 21 of y'all on here, 22, I guess, speaking to myself, make sure there is that they're corporate approved pictures, because that's also something that we have to be watching out for. So I had to go off of that. But yeah, so talking about like consistent or like posting and everything. When she's talking about posting every single day, that's both posting on Facebook and Instagram every single day. And I know like probably right now you're just like, girl, like I don't take pictures. Like I don't selfie. I understand. I have not worn makeup in over a month. I don't remember the last time I've showered. It's fine. I understand. Like, we all do it. But, like, I can tell, like, for myself, I know Dani does this. Get ready one day out of the week. And I know you guys probably have a little more time right now. So please do this. If you can do this for a couple days in a row, you're going to be set. But just getting ready, doing your hair, doing your makeup, getting whatever you feel like at your best, like however that is for you. I can literally losing my whole, I didn't even know what I'm talking about. It's fine. But yeah, so basically, just get ready and just go take a bunch of pictures, you guys. Like when my boyfriend's here, I'm like, hey, Instagram boyfriend time, let's go take pictures. And he literally will go and take pictures of me because that's what I need. I have a tripod. I used to have a selfie stick before I upgraded to the tripod. So however you need to have it. Yeah, there's Dani's trusty tripod. I know Shay calls hers Tina the tripod, but like you guys, it's so simple. And just go to like different areas of your house, of your apartment, go outside, go inside, throw your hair up, put your hair in a hat or in a bun, half up, half down. Like there are so many different variations to things. And honestly, most of the pictures that you guys see on my Instagram recently were all taken on the same day. Like honestly, and like that's crazy because like you would have no idea that most of them were all taken on the same day, but most of them were. I usually use everyday posting things. Yeah, and exactly, because like we all, I mean, like it's different for everyone, and like I know like some people get ready every single day because that's like how they feel good. That ain't me. If you can do that, I literally give you so much praise. I cannot. It takes everything in me to brush my hair. But yeah, so that's a tip I would give you for that. But you need to be posting both on Facebook and Instagram. And the only reason why I say this is they are two different markets. For the longest time, I was not working my Facebook. I was only working my Instagram. And once I started like adding Facebook into it, my business exploded. I'm pretty sure this month I went diamond, and then very shortly I went double, and then right after that I went triple. So it just like boomed my business so much. And like now I can tell that I actually am signing more distributors off of Facebook and customers off of Instagram. And it used to not be like that. It used to, I mean, 6 months ago, it was distributors on Instagram, customers for Facebook. So it's just like kind of finding your market and like whatever that is for you. But I can definitely guarantee you that if you are posting consistently on both platforms, these results I feel like are going to come a lot more quicker to you. And another thing I wanted to say is like, just make sure that you're telling your story in 10 different ways. Like that's another big thing that I would tell you guys. And when we say that, like how Dani was talking about, post about what you're going to achieve. Just make sure you're telling it in like it just in 10 different ways. And that could literally mean like the smallest difference. Like your story could literally mean I'm going to pay for my groceries at the end of the month. And then in a different setting, you're going to say like, I can't wait to pay my groceries at the end of the month. You know what I mean? Like it's just using your story and breaking it apart and using it in 10 different ways, making sure that it's on your post and on your actual stories, like on your Instagram, Facebook stories. We got that tip at retreat last year and it was really, really helpful. So I would definitely recommend doing that. And just be authentic, be consistent, and you have to be confident. Like I feel like with distributors, the reason why I can sign 15 to 20 DTs a month, and I have been since January of 2018, and I can say that confidently, is because of my confidence in this business. I know this business works. I know it works if you work, and I know that I can help you make that happen. So, and I have that confidence and they can feel that. And that's why a majority of my distributors do sign up on the spot. And it's because I have so much confidence in myself and in this company that they don't know what else to do. They're just like, well, okay. I mean, like she believes in me. And it's just like, it's something that I just like adopted one day. And like it literally has just completely changed my business for me. But Dani, do you have anything else you wanted to add on to that?
Yeah, I was jotting down a couple things like that so I didn't forget. But okay, so about the getting ready thing, you don't even have to get ready like some of the times. Like if I'm like literally like, yes, I get ready and I take a ton of pictures when I do. But if I'm like, holy cow, I'm like kind of posting the same outfit like over and over, like I need to switch it up. Like it's as simple as like this. Like I didn't know what to post. I just sat here in front of my dream board. I was like, oh, this is kind of cute. And I just took a picture, slapped a preset on it, and bam, I have a picture. Like taking a picture with like your coffee mugs, like super, super simple things, and slap a filter on it, and you got a great picture to post on social media. The other thing I wanted to say was brand yourself. So on top of like the business aspect, we always talk about like finding 5 things that are about you, like your personality, that people are going to kind of like vibe with. So make your social medias business, but also brand yourself and like what other things do you like? So like things like everyone always knows that I like bright colors. I love corgis. I love Baby Yoda. I can sing and play guitar. Like I have this business, like things that are going to like relate to people besides just the business. Like freaking Cheyenne loves her cat. She loves Dr. Pepper. Cheyenne Knox loves TJ Maxx. And she was like cheetah print for like the longest time. Like she branded herself. And then whenever people think of those things, they think of her or they think of me whenever they think of certain things. And then they're going to relate the business when they do have like certain goals and stuff. And then posting on your feed. So we're talking about like posting on Instagram and Facebook, but make sure you're posting on your feed. Like you're not actually just posting on your stories, because stories and your people that scroll down your feed, there's 2 different markets there too. It's the same platform, but sharing like my story on my life story through the business on my Instagram story, it's going to hit different people than if I were to like post a live post on my feed. Some people are going to see both of them. Some people are only going to see my Instagram story. Some people are only going to see the actual post. So make sure you're doing both, because you're going to have a wider like range of people to connect to. And then last thing, when she talked about confidence and just having confidence behind it, even if you're literally brand new, you've been here for 2 days, and you have no confidence because you have no idea what this like business has done for you yet, because it hasn't done anything because you're brand new, take confidence from other people. Like looking at me, like my girls, they know that I've been successful so far. So if they literally have no story, share other people's stories because they have been successful. Like share Cheyenne's story, share Shay Knox's story. If you're a college student and like you're just getting started and stuff, like share other people's stories that have been college students, been broke, and have been successful, because they're going to see like that other people are successful. And if you're just confident because they're confident in the business, people are going to like vibe off that too. So I think that's all I had with what you said.
No, that was seriously so good. And like, I love that so much just because like, I don't know, that was just super, super good. Okay, so the next thing I wanted to talk about was just briefly going into talking about the influencer application. You guys, this thing has completely changed my life, and I'm actually going over to YouTube right now so I can share a link with you guys because I meant to copy that beforehand, but it's fine. So this influencer application is a Google form, and I get so many questions over this. It's just a Google form, you guys. There's nothing specific to it. It's literally just a Google form. And I'm going to share this video, which shows you how to make one. And then I'm also going to And then I'm also going to show you guys mine as well. So you can basically just like copy and paste. Like that is literally what I did for the longest time. Like I went over to someone else's. I just copied and pasted it. How to create an influencer. I cannot find this video. Oh my Lanta. Okay, I got it. Maybe if I can talk. This might play for a second, so I'm super sorry if it does. That'll be fine. Oh, I just love when technology doesn't work. Okay, so basically I made this form. I've been doing this since before I went double diamond, which was September of 2018. So like I've been doing this for a hot minute, and you guys, like it has seriously just changed the game for me because like some people are not going to oh, told you guys I was gonna play. Some people are not gonna reach out to you, and that's completely okay. Like some people are genuinely just scared to message you guys. Okay, I cannot copy and paste this thing. It's how to create the influencer application on YouTube. It's like 8 minutes long. There you go, because I'm getting irritated. So, but yeah, so basically, this thing, like you can just put it into your website bar on your Instagram or Facebook. I recommend putting it on an app like Linktree or Milkshake first, just to do that first, just so it doesn't look like as weird, I guess. But this is my influencer application. You guys, like I said, you guys can just go and copy and paste it, make it your own, share. It's just like, it's super, super simple to make. It just does take a little bit of time, maybe 10 minutes tops. And especially if you're following along with that video, it's going to be super, super self-explanatory. But the reason why I do this is also for host to post. So that's all we're going to talk about on that. It's just basically a different way for you to get potentials and stuff. Dani, is that the link to YouTube? Okay, cool.
Yeah, I think that's the right one.
Okay, cool. I was just, thank you for that, because I don't know, my phone or my computer's being weird. But anyway, so I am going to now talk about Facebook host to post, and Dani's also going to touch on Instagram host to post as well. So host to post. I hope you guys know what host posts are at this point. If you don't, go into Boss Tribe, search HAP, H-A-P, post a post. She looks like this. She's like bent over. She has a green jacket on. I think her hair is curled. Just go watch the video. I really hope you guys know what they are by this point. And if you don't, like I said, please go and watch that. But hop on this host to post train. So this is my Facebook host to post for distributors. Super, super self-explanatory. It is in compliance. There is nothing, so we can say full-time and part-time incomes or extra income. Those are things that we are able to say. There's nothing about dollar amounts or anything like that. So I don't want you guys being like, wait, it's in compliance? It's good. We've been checked. It's great. So they'll just post it, and I go into the comments and I just literally copy my influencer application to that post. And I've been getting so many distributors that way. Just in April alone, I enrolled 17 distributors in 9 days off of literally off of that host to post. I created it last month, and it has literally blown up my business. I enrolled a total of 20 distributors last month, and 17 of them came in 7 days from that host to post. I promise you it works, you guys. I would not be sharing this stuff with you if I didn't think it works. So, but yeah, and just with host to post, again, you have to be consistent. There are times where I'll have people post it and I don't get one influencer application submitted, and that's okay. And there's going to be one girl that posts it and I get like 600. So it changes every single time, but that's just where the consistency side comes in. So Dani, if you just want to talk about Instagram host to post real quick.
Yes, so I like the influencer application. I think I just need to be more consistent of it, and I am like focused on the customers and distributors. So I've been doing mostly customer host posts, but I love distributor host posts on Instagram. I've kind of tried the customer ones, but I feel like I get the most hits on distributor ones. So basically my process is like super simple. I message on Instagram, my normal like reach out message or my collab message. If you don't know what the collab message is, it's that. But after somebody says like, oh no, I'm not interested, or they just straight up ignore me, or if we don't start talking about the products, a couple days to like a week or so later, I will go down my followers list again and start going to people who most of the time they ignored my message, but if they said like, no, thank you, I will just ask them right on the spot. But I send them this and it's just opening them. It's another way to like get the host post out, and I'm just asking if they would post for me. And it's literally so simple. If they say yes, I'm like, okay, great. Thank you. Can you just post this on your story and tag me in the box? And I'm going to show you a couple versions of my Instagram host posts, which I actually need to update them because I think that I don't think it's in compliance anymore. So don't completely copy this one because I have to change it. But I just have a picture like this. So I'm probably going to change now hiring to work from home and then take out the income amounts in there. But it literally just says, is looking like my friend Dani is looking for people to make extra income, blah, blah, blah. And then it says DM work too. And then that's where somebody's going to tag me in the box for more info. And then people literally, sometimes I get no messages from them, but if I get like 5 to 10 up, I will literally get like 10 to 15, 20 potentials from that. And you'd be surprised like how many people will actually like click on your thing and go to message you and everything. And it's just another way to get distributors. So basically like when people ignore me, they're going to either post for me or do something to help me out with the business, because them just saying no or ignore me is not a no. And most people, even if they say like, no, I'm not interested or whatever, they will post for you. And even sometimes then they see your host post that you send them and they're like, okay, how do you make money from Instagram? Because I want to know. Like I've signed people that ignored me like multiple times, and then they saw my Instagram like post thing and were like, okay, yeah, like sign me up. Because then they didn't even realize like what I did until after they like saw my host post about making extra income, or they weren't interested in products but they want more money, because who doesn't? So
literally, I love that so much. So also I'm gonna share my screen real quick to my Instagram host post just because I want you guys to be able to see it. You'll be able to see like the difference in hours. But yeah, so like I said, like Dani's is so her because of the colors, and like that's like another thing is like just make it you. Like I'm trying to show you guys mine if my computer wants to work, but like this, if you look at my Instagram, my colors match. And also another thing, this big picture of me, did that just go away? What? Love that. Okay, I'm not gonna touch it. Okay, so the big circle selfie of me is my profile picture, and then on the right-hand side is my Instagram. I personally do that just so people can kind of compare, like, okay, is this the right person? Because I also, again, I have the message work to @Cheyenne for more info, and I find that that's super easy. If you like putting your phone number there and that works better for you, so instead of messaging, they say text, do that. Like, do whatever works best with you. Like I said, I've noticed for myself that putting message just works a lot better for me. So I just wanted to show you guys that so you could just see another one as well. Yeah, so, oh, sorry.
Also, so going along with the influencer application, I think it again is because I haven't been consistent with this one, because I do get results with the message one, but you can do this. And I think besides the now hiring, this one's in more compliance than the other one, but I have fill out the application in her bio for more info, and then I have them tag me in like this blank spot up here. So you can do that too. And then they're going to your page, clicking on the link, and then filling out your application and stuff too. But yeah, again, it kind of just depends on like what you try and what works for you. But
I'm gonna try that because I really like that. That's like because that's kind of like what the Facebook one is. So I like that. I'm definitely gonna try that. But yeah. Also, whenever she was talking about messaging and stuff, I also put in the chat a reach out message for host to post on Facebook and a reach out message for host to post on Instagram. I personally have not sent out a straight up reach out message since February, or wait, probably February or March of this year. I've been strictly messaging for host to post, and my enrollments have never been higher. Just so far this month, I've enrolled 15 customers and I think 3 or 4 distributors, 100% off of host to post. So it's just another thing, you guys, you have to be consistent with it. There is not a day that goes by that I don't get at least 10 host to post up on Instagram or Facebook. And if it's late at night and I know that I haven't gotten that much up, like last night, my boyfriend and I were watching a movie and I just like had to keep doing host to post like when we were just laying in bed because I was like, I have to just like be messaging more people. So that's another thing I wanted to share with you guys, and the messages as well. But do any of you guys have any questions? Because that was majority of everything that we were going to be talking about. I just looked and I realized we forgot to talk about pre-selling samples and stuff. So definitely touch on that. But yeah, so if you guys have not seen, I'm trying to think. Like I said, Dani and I did a training the other day about this, and it's basically, like I said, it's just about pre-selling your samples. And I'm gonna join on here on my phone, just so. Ooh, that was bad. Never mind. Okay. If you go to my YouTube, there's going to be a video that shows, it's talking about the samples. Just watch that. The posts and everything are in there. And if you need anything, it's also in all of the team pages. I know I shared this training in a couple different places. It's all in there. Just look up samples and you guys will be able to find it. But basically, pre-selling the samples is another way for people to join essentially for free. You have to be really, really careful with your wording here because you don't want to make it not true, basically. But what we're doing is, so obviously when new people are signing up, they get 7 Skinny Brew samples. I didn't realize this, but most people have been signing up for about $99. And I know, like, for Texas example, we don't have like tax, or I don't know the right word. There's not like taxes on stuff or whatever. So if like for my DTs that have been signing up in Texas, it's literally $99 because we're not shipping anything to you because everything's online and there's no tax added on. So it's super, super cheap for people to sign up right now because of everything else. But just selling 5 of those samples at $20 is literally going to get them $100 to sign up. I recommend trying to push for 6, just so if there is tax and everything, it just covers it, even though it's going to only be about $5-6. That's another thing. But basically, they're going to be posting something, messaging people, and then you're just going to be helping them with their conversations. I've had 2 people sign up already from that, and I know I've had a couple other girls have some of their new girls sign up as well. And then also, if you're new, you have the 1 DT sign up for half off right now. So that right there is only going to be like 3 samples, I think. 2 or 3 samples, and then you're literally joining the business. So that was the last thing. Like I said, if you guys have any questions, or if Dani, you have anything else you wanted to add on, please go ahead.
I don't think I do, but like I said, if you take one thing from this Zoom, consistency. Like, you just have to do it every single day. And with host posts and stuff, it's all in numbers. When I message people for like Instagram host posts, like, I could send out 50 host post messages and get 10 up, or I can send out 50 and get like 1 or none sometimes. Like, it all just depends. Don't be discouraged if you don't get instant results. Like I said, people have to trust you, and they just have to know that you're for real about this. And if you're consistent, you literally can't fail. You fail forward, if anything. So.
Yep, I love that so, so much. So if any of you guys don't have any other questions, we are going to go ahead and hop off. I'm going to stop the recording.